Well, I thought I'd give a home movie update to my family and friends. I'm in a flat again, which to anyone in the States that doesn't know, it's an apartment. So I just legitimately just starting to take care of myself again. My goodness, I was homeless on the street for fuck's sake about 4 weeks, I think. A little longer than that, yeah. But every once in a while, a friend would put me up in a hotel, that kind of thing. Oh man, rougher than I imagined. Fuck's sake, they're all taking drugs, and I'm dealing with their flare-ups. You know, I was trying to be friends with everybody, but wow, the anger in some of them, my goodness. Jeez. Don't forget, I'm from a different world. Woo! You know, just how about don't punch me? I was never gonna punch you. Just don't punch me. What am I gonna do when you do it again? You know? I told them I wasn't willing to go to court. They were mad. They're like, well, why did we waste our time then? Because they asked me at the end, are you willing to testify in court? I said, if I was going to testify over every fucking time that something like this has ever happened to me, whether I've called you or not, and, you know, that's what I would be doing the rest of my life with their body cams on. And they're just like, well, what do you want us to do then? I'm like, I don't know what would help. I don't know what would help. Stop punching me in the face. And with your friend around that knows you for longer, even though I was friends with him. Anyway, in a flat, funnily enough, ironically enough, serendipitously enough, a few doors down from where Hannah lived. Same street, same side. And a lot of people are like, oh my god, that must be hard on you. But I'm like, oh, I'm never not thinking about her anyways. It's actually kind of nice, you know. Used to pick her up and drop her off there in the Ford Transit. Last autumn, when I came over for 2 months, I was hanging out with her as much as we could. But she felt like on lockdown because of this open relationship that she was in. I mean, this guy was controlling, you know. So we just pretty much kept it between us. So what? And apparently that pissed off some people. Oh. Like they had some big plan for her life that I was interrupting. Like you all were lying to her or something. You thought that was the best way to go. You know, give her a lot to do and encourage her, but not too much because you knew it was big. Well, she wanted more. And we explored the States together, and that was great. And I saw on her Instagram that right before she passed, she went to. I just found that out. I hadn't been. You'd arrest me on suspicion of stalking her when she was my best friend, way back when. Kicked all this stuff off, trying to pull it apart. Oh, he flew over. Shit. We were all talking behind our backs the whole time. Some stalker I am. I didn't even see her fucking Instagram post from Paris until today. Some catacombs. Would love to have been there with her. Should have seen the way that we explore things together, you know? Do you ever bother to ask her? I mean, we went to Meow Wolf in Santa Fe, and I mean, I've been exploring. I showed her as much as I fucking could. I'm a good snowboard instructor. I bought her a damn snowboard, you know? I really thought she'd be there next year. And the NHS didn't take away her insulin pump, which he said made a 500% difference quality in her life. She would have had a much better quality of life in the end, and I'm sure that would have led to her managing everything better and living a lot longer. It's a feedback loop. But there's a lot of mismanagement all around, and as much as Hannah got blamed for it, I saw her trying her damnedest. Fuck's sake. You know, I was just having a conversation with some other friends that when things for people like us get that rough, sometimes we just fucking want to check it all out and stay in bed. But she didn't. She made a commitment to herself. She told me about it, you know? And that's a commitment I had made to myself, just to live as much as I mean, I was always plumb surprised, or I kept like, oh, I'm so sure I'm gonna die in my fucking 20s. It's fucking chaotic. Oh God, I can't believe I survived to 27. My God, wow. Ugh. Where should I move? You know, Jesus Christ. Let's get out of here. You know, what a crazy ass society it is here. Is it better over there? I hear it's better over there. I'm coming to check it out. Woo! Maybe not right here. Okay. Maybe a little further away. Ooh, that's different, you know. Moved off to the West Coast. And then to Colorado, and then I was always camping and snowboarding for the last 17 years now. And seeking out like-minded people, listening to good music, finding new good music. Rock is not the devil's work, it's magical and rad. And I can never rock as long as I'm stuck here with my dad. Dun, 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 dun. You know, Tenacious D. Yeah. But it led to just this really open conversation with one of my longest, bestest friends, Alicia. And we go back, I think she said it was, how long is that? What'd she say, like 13 years or something? We knew of each other in school. She ended up working for the school paper, and I was just in as many activities as I could get my hands on, the right kinds, whatever I was interested in. I was like, oh, I'll hang around for that. No, not interested in that. Dude, did you hear there's I'm gonna go to that. And that's the way I like to pick classes too for the next year. Like, dude, I don't want to be bored to tears. I need to. So I was just like self-selecting, given all the available opportunities at every instance of my life. And there are more opportunities in different places based on where I lived. And that was just when I was becoming a teenager, you know, picking our classes and our schedule for next year and comparing with our friends. Like, oh, well, I want to have lunch with you guys, but that's the only way I can get into computer programming is to have the late lunch. Sorry. Next year. You know? Some things are more important. The right education. I mean, Elon Musk had read every book in his local library by the time he was 6 years old, and then he moved on to another library. He was just like, let's go around devouring libraries when he's 6. And I just, you know, libraries weren't my jam, but I like other things were, and I was like, you know, I'll read what I want to along the way. And eventually, I mean, I'm catching up on some really good reading now, you know. I didn't read all this shit. Maybe none of this shit. I don't know, Elon. I'm sure you got something out of it. If it made it to a library, it must be some form of good, you know. And that's what Matt Damon said in the Goodwill Hunting thing, you know. Why waste all this money on education you can get at a free public library? But my public library also became the internet when I was 15, 16. It was first appearing AOL online and stuff. And then when I was 17, you got different privileges as you got older, you know. Okay, you can have a computer in the room because you need it for school, because you've demonstrated it, and you play chess on it. And video games, of course. Well, you know, so many bloody video games. I've played them all at this point, I swear. You know, several times. You know, especially the best ones. Kind of like the best movies. I've watched them several times. I don't know. I don't know why this isn't just life for everybody. There's so much cool shit out there. Everyone's like fighting for one reason or another. I mean, it really takes going through homelessness to truly. I mean, I always appreciated a minimalist lifestyle and only what I need, because I've always fallen victim to that game of everyone packing up and going in a hurry, and then you're just like, oh shit, the party got broken up, or like, oh, there's, you know, whether that was when I say the party got broken. I'm not talking about now. Yeah, I'm talking about when we were kids, you know, or yeah, we had driven all the way out to some beach, I forgot what, in Virginia. It doesn't matter. It was like a 2-hour drive, and one of their friends was a cop, but or their dad was a cop, but it was like a cool cop. And then there's some other guy who knows him around. So I know the people that own this property know that they're there, kind of thing. When it was like, yes, it was someone of the family. But, oh shit, maybe we should get out of here. And I was just along for rides, you know. I figured I'd be the responsible one, if anything. You guys, all right, I'm taking care of all the drunks. It's always, my whole life, I'm just taking care of the drunks. You know, it's like I was watching on the BBC these real life paramedic stories in London, and these people are like, when I got into this, I thought I'd be like first line helping heart attack victims, or like the glamorous kind of what they think of when they get into it, like really saving lives. You know, they want to help so much that they want to be the ones on the first line. But what they end up finding is most of their calls are dealing with alcoholics or the fallouts from alcoholism here in the UK. Domestic abuse, which is now up after lockdowns are putting people in tight circumstances and close quarters, and things are blowing over. I've been the victim of it physically too. I've been assaulted a great number of times since I've been here. Just on me going around trying to see, hey, just let you know I'm here. I like to play music. A lot of people call me a legend for the music, but some people are like, dude, doesn't matter what anyone says, even that old Bill, it doesn't matter what anyone says, you fucking keep playing this, dude. Alright, but they do keep arresting me. So why do I have to make that call? What happened to my certain inalienable rights as a US citizen and a UK citizen? I'm both, you know, UK citizen by birth, and to lots of us are over here. I was just with Uncle Alan down from London. See, a lot of times you don't even have to sneeze. You can, there's this trick I learned that you can just say cow, 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 and then you won't. But then I realized there's nothing really about cow. I mean, a little bit. But it's just giving you something else to focus on and concentrate on. So if you just concentrate on not sneezing, because you don't really have to, you can just not sneeze like what I just did. I do that all the time too. I just like, doesn't really need to happen. But just in case, it's always like, isn't that what they say is the best behavior? You know? Isn't that what they've been saying? Or is that the one not to do? It's I think instead of sneezing into your hand, isn't that what they've been saying? I mean, this is what I've been doing. However, like, say something. Well, it's like a little. You just deal with it, you know. But put it in the most sensible place. Hey. So. Oh, where was I? Yeah. Certain inalienable rights from my U.S. side, where I did spend most of my life, sure, all over America, like I said. And free speech. And I mean, John Locke said, one of the people that influenced the Constitution, all that, you know, your right to swing ends at the tip of my nose. And I've been assaulted how many times, sometimes when I'm just sitting down. I've never hurt anybody. I still refuse to. I'm a bloody pacifist. I just use my words. Oh, Jesus Christ. Culturally reinforced this lack of free speech here. And warrantless search and seizure. I've been a victim of that a few times. You know, in escalating ways. Arrested on suspicion. It's like rumor mills happen. Someone doesn't like you so much, they'll make up something about you. And it happened a few times that people made up different things about me, just made it up. And then people hear it, and then people that are like, why is this American still here? I'm not a fucking American. And I love Brighton. That's why it's American. I have tons of friends in Brighton. My uncle's like, oh, you need to get focused on getting that passport replaced. You need to get out of here. He's worried I'm going to end up dead. That's what it is, you know? Or like my problem's going to show up at his doorstep. Even though I tried to tell him, dude, I haven't even asked you for money because you're another musician. I respect that. I'm not going to, you know. I never asked Alan for money. If I've ever asked you for a damn thing, it's because it's that important. And maybe it's because I know I have done the same for you or would do the same for you. Or can you listen to how important it is right now? As I've listened to everyone else very deeply, very well. I promise, because I'm interested. I'm curious. I've always been bloody curious. You know? It's that song, we were more curious than bold. We were quiet before we went cold. Animal art or animal shit. Bootlegged thought or collegiate wit. It all looks the same if it ain't holy writ. That's a good one. Sorry, I just came to buy. That's a good one. Part of that song, I think. And this I was saying, you know. Rock is not the devil's work, it's magical and rad. This is Every Time I Die. It's a great metal band. Jesus. I mean, they have like 10 fucking amazing albums. And from up here, I can see the gears, the guts of the watch. The guts of the clocks mimic the heavenly spheres. That's what it is. Our mathematics and our faith are just ways of devouring space while we continue to devolve. Separate hearts are the whole of the law. Separate hearts are the whole of the law. Separate hearts are the whole of the law. That's a good one. If the police didn't have my iPad, if the police hadn't, they've seized so much of my stuff. They're just released under investigation, RUI. You can go on for, just indefinitely. Some barrister told me I can go on for, it's a real problem in this country, 18 months or more. Oh my God, that they can hold this stuff over your head. I'd never been arrested in my life. Even I was saying to someone else, like, I would have loved to have been, like, at the Standing Rock stuff, but I knew if I went to the protests, I would have been, like, oh, man, it would have been bad. I wouldn't have been very happy with I would have been very displeased. I would have been very outspoken right there in their faces. And, fuck's sake, they were threatening to arrest Amy Goodman and charge her with a felony just for reporting the damn thing. Why do you think I didn't go? I would have been up in arms at the treatment there. That's the Standing Rock protests. My God. So, I mean, I've stayed out of the fray, I've just been in the background. Like this fucking snail, from Adventure Time. Just been like that fucking... Just keeping an eye. And they're like, well, he's always there when the villain's there, and so is it because he's on the villain's side? Or so for me, I'm just like, all right, I'm just making sure you guys playing fair in here. Oh no, what the fuck is going on here? Jesus fucking Christ on. Never right. 10 bicycles. I hope 10 million gajillion fucking got off at 10, 100,000 million bajillion bicycles. But here, because suspicion, we suspect this. Could you please? That's what they do. They arrest you, they stick you in a holding cell, and they determine, based on the nature of the allegation, ooh, this sounds serious, we should 28 days, no contact directly or indirectly, wow. I mean, what a system that can spin out of control. So, I mean, very efficient at catching everything possible, but can be misused. In fact, that's why there's a crime out there about using the police to settle a personal vendetta, and I have a few names in mind. Because y'all have made my life a living hell when I've just been trying to clean up your town and deal with your drunks, because I have actually a lot of friends here in Brighton. People that stick up for me, believe it or not. Community protection notice about me based on a vocal minority, when most people are having to deal with that shit as much as I am. And, dude, don't listen to the... idiots, the fools, these critics, these violent critics. So, yeah, just wanted to provide a little update. I'm safe for now, and I still got a camper van in Colorado that I hope it's been taken care of. I know COVID shut a lot of things down, so maybe it's still just sitting there. It's an 85 VW van again, with solar panels and stuff on it. That's Chuck's discount muffler. Chuck he knows where it is. It was at his friend's yard because he was going to fix the transmission that one of my best friends, Nahani, blew out when she was using my van. Sure took a few more practice laps with her. So it's a finicky. You gotta know how to get into third in that thing, So there's a trick to that. It's a manual transmission VW van again, and I had to figure out the trick to it. And I thought I had expressed that to her, communicated it, but mean, the trick was there because it was like not the best, but by doing the trick, you could mitigate the problem and it would have a lot more life in it. And I'll be damned if that isn't a metaphor for Hannah's story and somebody like her. What are we running around for, dude? Can we all just ask for better? I mean, how long do we want to be in the fucking dark ages while it's 2020? We have this technology and we are better than ever at being eco-responsible, or could be with all our resource use. And we can make things to last. And we can all have the finer things. I mean, wouldn't that be nice? I mean, there's this charity nearby that for people that are in emergency accommodation right now, and I'm going to go tomorrow and check it out, because someone was like, yeah, they give you a tablet and a SIM card for it with unlimited data, because if you're in emergency accommodation, you must have come from somewhere rough and you might not, like kind of like my situation, and they don't want you to be in here like losing your mind with nothing to do. But damn, can we meet on the middle on this? Like, I'll just decide what we want and just have it and be very careful about what you choose. Like, you get one more chance. Like, now Glenn Ross, still in Denver. Thanks, man. Oh, he said it's been kind of rough. And preview went away. I'll catch up with him in a minute. Yeah, because I was thinking, like, running for president and stuff like that, but, do we have to just even keep doing that? Can we just all do a little mental lockdown at least? Or the UK is going into a 4-week lockdown right now. Can we all do a little lockdown and reflect on our lives and think about all the important moments and decide what we would want if we could all start again right now, given where we are? And I just mean location-wise, or forget about where you are in life, because again, let's demand better. Let's just say, hey, when we come out of all this mess, we're not going to accept all this bullshit anymore. We all just want a home, a roof over our heads, all of us, and maybe a telly and a video game system, or a way to watch movies and Netflix, and a stocked cupboard so we can eat. We want Thanksgiving Day every day. Why not? We have the resources and we have the technology. We have enough empty homes. Let's just pause and think about it. It's like, let's stop playing this fucked up game of Monopoly. I'm throwing the board. That's me, okay? I've walked in. I'm like, that's enough. Monopoly, everyone. Ah! You guys are like getting better and better at it. Oh my God, quit it. Move on from that board game. Why did you take that game and make it your whole existence? Oh, I'm playing better shit over here. My God. So why don't we do that? I can imagine where I'd want to be. Maybe a few places. Let's just get online and divvy it up like we're playing The Sims together or something, I'm saying, let's get beyond it all. Let's move on. Let's move forward. Ever forward. Everything's such a mess anyways. And do you like either of those presidential candidates? I don't know. Everyone's just like, oh, okay, well, at least it's not. Anyways, it's right at 30 minutes, so I'm in and out.